Jay from Team DMA at it with another video. So it is late night. Before I go to bed, I wanted to make another video as I had promised for the subs. Thanks you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. So the people who are busy and haven't caught up and were wondering like what's new, what's going on. As I said, I think after this next week finishes, it was gonna be a full month of me away from Yu-Gi-Oh, like not playing Yu-Gi-Oh, not being involved with Yu-Gi-Oh at all, because I have a lot of other things I'm doing. I'm doing things at home, projects. There's a lot going on. So is a lot of other people because it's summer. But I wanted to cover this really quickly so everybody is on board. So basically, Dueling Nexus has all this chimera engine and cards, and we're gonna put it in order and go pretty quick so you guys know the combos. Basically, you're gonna need 3 with everything, and some of them just 1 but 3 for the most of it, like the deck stuff. So we're gonna try to cover it really quickly and go over the combos. Bear with me because I'm gonna be pausing it to make everything in order, clean and nice. So here we go. The first card is going to be, we're gonna zoom in, Mirror Knight, Sword Knight. So basically, what this guy does is you're gonna normal summon it, and it's gonna trigger the effect. You can read the effect right here. Just read it, but basically, all it does is it comes, it tributes, and then it draws 2 cards from your deck to your hand. We're gonna take a look at it right now. So that Mirror Swordsman that you saw, what it does is it special summons this to the field. So my bad on what I had said. It special summons this guy. When this guy special summon, you can read the effect. And when it comes on the field, this is the one that draws the 2 cards. It draws the spell for the fusion chimera, and then it draws the chimera. So you can read the effect there. So here's the spell. You can read, you can pause the video or whatever, but it's a quick play. Here's the other card that lets you draw. And then you can read the effects, like I said. So it's just the swordsman, then special the mythical to the field. The field chains, activates effect. You get the spell, chimera, and then this one to your hand, and then obviously you're gonna be triggering the spell. After that, what it's going to bring out is, it's gonna be bringing out this guy. So when this guy comes out, here's the effect. But basically at the end of the turn, you get to discard a card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. And then the trigger effects of the other monsters that got sent to the graveyard are going to trigger more effects. Everything's chaining. It's like the swordsman, special the chimera normal monster. And then that one's gonna chain, get the spell on the other mythical beast. From there, you're gonna special summon this. And then the other ones are gonna trigger in the graveyard. And then the spell is going to get it back to your hand. It's gonna special summon a swordsman to the field, and then from the field it's gonna chain, and it's gonna get another card, which I'm gonna show you. This guy, Cornfield Cold. So you can read the effects there, and basically it's gonna come to the field, and then once it comes to the field, it's gonna alternate onto the graveyard to dump the swordsman. This one's gonna come out of the deck onto the field, and then during your opponent's turn, you can trigger the effect of the cornfield, and it's gonna negate monster effect on the board. And then from there, what they usually do as a follow-up, they play 3 super polys. So what they're gonna end up doing is they're gonna hit you with a super poly. So they'll have this and any other monster, it doesn't matter what it is. And then by then they'll trigger the chimera fusion, and then the chimera fusion, they'll bring out the chimera, the big one, the 3200, the one that destroys the cards on the field, and I think it's like a 32 hitter. We're gonna go to this one, the guardian chimera. So it sounds like a complicated combo, but it's not really. All that's really happening is the swordsman and then tribute, and then bring the mythical onto the field, and then from the deck. Then from there, it's gonna trigger. You're gonna get to draw 2 cards, the Chimera Fusion, and then the mythical, and then you're going to fuse. They're gonna send it to the graveyard, and then you're gonna bring the new Chimera Fusion, and they're gonna trigger in the graveyard. It's gonna special the swordsman, and the swordsman is gonna bring from deck the corn, gonna dump it, and then from there you're gonna have a negate, and then they do the super poly like I said, and then from there, because the spell keeps recurring, it's a loop, it keeps coming back to your hand, they're gonna chain it again, and then they're gonna have the guardian, and then they're gonna just destroy your cards. And remember the other fusion, because it's only 2 fusions that they brought, the Chimera and this one, the Guardian Chimera. The other one at the end of the turn takes a card from your hand and dumps it in the graveyard. And it has other effects, but that's the main one that they're using. So by then they usually have like another, I don't think it's 1 per turn, so they usually trigger like another Chimera, and they'll bring a 3rd one. So you're usually looking at like 3 fusions, and then with the super polys, and to add to that, they have draw power too. The deck draws like crazy, like a lot. You have no idea, because this draws, the monsters draws, then they have the regular draw, and then the stuff in the graveyard special summons. So it is broken, low key it's broken. A lot of people are saying straight up it's broken. It really is, because they draw, so they're always having like 8 to 10 cards in their hand, and they're having to set all the cards face down so they don't have to discard them. So you're dealing with 4 to 5 spells in the back, and then they have a full hand of 6, and then they have 2 or 3. It's pretty nasty, and you're having to deal with somewhere around 3 to 4 negates per turn. It can be bad for you because there's ways around it, but the super poly will keep you in check, and they play 3, and they draw a lot. Like I said, even if you get rid of their field, they have 6 cards to deal with all over again, and they're gonna chain everything all over. So that's the combo. If it sounds too complicated, just think about this. It's a 1 card combo. You just normal, tribute, special, activate, draw 2, and then from there you're just gonna activate the Chimera Fusion, which is the spell. You're gonna fuse. That's gonna come out. They're gonna send it to the graveyard. They're gonna trigger. They're gonna special from the deck, and they're just gonna set more cards. Usually in their hand they have more draw power, so they're gonna draw. And like I said, they'll end up with the super poly face down, because that's what they're doing. If they don't follow this sequence, they're worthless. They don't know what they're doing. That's the combo. It's taking all the locals, and it's doing really good. It's really broken. The deck is crushing the metas, crushing everything. And from there, they have the super poly. They took a card from your hand, the negation, and then they still have more. There's more negations going on the regular deck and everything. So it's not as easy as you think. It's pretty broken. It's pretty accurate. The win rate's pretty high. It feels like a tier 0 because of the way it works. It's just so consistent, and pretty much it can find its way around anything, right? Because of the super polys. And that doesn't even include the rest of the deck. People are fusing it with like Dark Magician. They're fusing it with Branded. There's a lot of decks that they're fusing it with, and it works because the Chimera engine on itself, it works. So excuse me. So let me see. You're gonna need the 2 deck monsters, the Chimera and then the mythical. You need 3 of each. I place it, so that's 6. And then you're gonna need 3 more for the fusions. That's gonna make it 9. And then 12 with the cornfield. And they're usually like $2 a playset. Some of them are $1, but mostly they're $2 a playset. And the last one, you're gonna need the Chimera, and then the Chimera, the new King Chimera fusion. So it's 12, 13 with this one, and then 14 with the new fusion. So those are the cards. This one, I think you could get it for like $7, the regular Ultra. And then the only expensive one is the other one. Let me look at it. This one's the only expensive one. It's like $22. So all the other ones are usually like they're about, like I said, $2 a place it, and some of them are even $1 a place it. So you need about 14 cards. If you already have some of these cards, you might just need this one then, because all the other ones are just right. They're penny stocks. I mean, come on. I'm sure, like even me, if I bought a dueling Nexus, to be honest, if I bought a box, I would just throw them in the trash because I don't need them, because I already have some playsets of it. And they're fairly cheap. So the only one you're gonna want to get is this one. It's, like I said, it's about $22 right now. When it barely came out, like the first day, they were like 15, but they're going up $5. It might keep going up to like 30. I don't know for sure, but I don't have a copy yet, but I'm gonna end up buying a copy in a few days. And you just need a copy of this. There is another copy of the Mythical Beast, like Illusion or something, but it's not worth it. The way that this one's the one that's being played, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you got the information. If you want to see it and play it, I'm gonna have to build the deck so I can show you guys how to play it. But it's about 14 cards, and it's an engine. It's a pretty big engine, but I mean it works. You see the results. It's broken. It's good. It's good in Dark Mission. It's good in Branded. And you guys have fun. Hopefully the video was good and filler. I knew about this, but like I said, it's almost gonna be a month since I haven't been involved in Yu-Gi-Oh. I haven't been playing, or I haven't even had nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. I've been far away. I just have to come back and do some research, do some homework, and then do some dueling. I did come across some of them. They're pretty broken, very powerful, and that's the main secret. Once you take the super polys out, the deck's pretty trashy, but other than that, it's pretty good. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll probably buy some extra places if anybody needs any. They're gonna put them for super cheap on the online. So hopefully you guys like the video. Comment, subscribe. Like I said, share the video. If you want to see more stuff about Yu-Gi-Oh, more content, let me know. Thanks for Adele for giving me the heads up and making me do a follow-up video to this. So this is for you. I'll probably pick up some cards for you if you want any. And that's pretty much it. Let me know on Mercari let me know on on Discord. Let me know how your sales are going so we can talk about it. I've been waiting for you for a week or two. I know you've been busy, but hit me up. Let me know what's up, Adele. Blessings to the rest of the members and LC7 crew and all them guys. Thanks for the support, you guys. God bless. Take care and stay safe. And Dark Magic Attack.